The Bible is a complex and multifaceted text that has been interpreted and reinterpreted throughout history. While it is a widely recognized and revered book, its true lessons and meanings can be obscured by mainstream media. Mainstream media often prioritizes sensationalism and entertainment value over accuracy and depth, which can lead to a superficial understanding of the Bible's teachings. Furthermore, the media's tendency to focus on controversy and conflict can create a distorted view of the Bible's message, emphasizing division and judgment over unity and compassion. One of the primary reasons why mainstream media often fails to convey the true lessons of the Bible is that it is driven by a 24-hour news cycle that demands quick soundbites and attention-grabbing headlines. This format is not conducive to in-depth exploration of complex theological concepts or nuanced discussions of biblical themes. Instead, the media tends to focus on simplistic or provocative interpretations that can be easily summarized in a short news segment or social media post. This approach can lead to oversimplification and misrepresentation of the Bible's teachings, reducing its rich and varied message to a series of simplistic or misleading soundbites. Another issue with mainstream media's coverage of the Bible is that it often reflects a secular or worldly perspective, rather than a spiritual or theological one. Journalists and pundits may not have a deep understanding of the biblical context, historical background, or theological framework that underlies the text. As a result, they may interpret biblical passages through a contemporary lens, imposing modern values and assumptions on ancient texts. This can lead to misunderstandings and misinterpretations of the Bible's teachings, which can be perpetuated and amplified by the media's broad reach and influence. Additionally, mainstream media's coverage of the Bible is often shaped by cultural and political biases, which can further distort its message. For example, some media outlets may emphasize certain biblical passages or themes that support their political agenda, while downplaying or ignoring others that contradict it. This selective presentation of the Bible's teachings can create a fragmented and misleading portrait of its overall message, which can be misleading and divisive. Moreover, the media's tendency to pit different religious or cultural groups against each other can create a false narrative of conflict and opposition, rather than highlighting the commonalities and shared values that unite people across different backgrounds and traditions. The internet and social media have also contributed to the spread of misinformation and misinterpretation of the Bible. With the rise of online platforms and social media, anyone can disseminate their opinions and interpretations of the Bible, regardless of their qualifications or expertise. This has created a vast and unregulated marketplace of ideas, where accurate and inaccurate information can be easily confused or conflated. Furthermore, the brevity and informality of social media can make it difficult to engage in thoughtful and nuanced discussions of complex biblical themes, which can be reduced to simplistic or provocative soundbites that are designed to provoke rather than educate. In contrast to mainstream media, a more authentic and meaningful understanding of the Bible can be found through personal study, reflection, and community engagement. Reading the Bible in its entirety, rather than cherry-picking select passages or verses, can provide a richer and more nuanced understanding of its overall message and themes. Engaging with commentaries, study guides, and other resources can also help to deepen one's understanding of the biblical context and theological framework. Moreover, participating in discussions and study groups with others can foster a sense of community and shared inquiry, which can be essential for grappling with the complexities and mysteries of the Bible. Ultimately, the true lessons of the Bible can only be learned through a commitment to careful study, thoughtful reflection, and open-minded dialogue. While mainstream media may provide a superficial introduction to the Bible's teachings, it is unlikely to provide a truly profound or transformative understanding of its message. By seeking out diverse perspectives, engaging with the biblical text in a thoughtful and nuanced way, and cultivating a sense of wonder and curiosity, individuals can develop a deeper and more meaningful appreciation of the Bible's wisdom and insights, which can have a profound impact on their lives and relationships.